Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Ghostwood, the Twin Peaks podcast. I'm Charles Skaggs, here on this lovely Thursday evening, and I get to talk to one of my favorite people in the known universe, Zan Sprouse.
Well, thank you, Charles. Right back at you. You're one of my favorite people in the known universe, and most likely beyond.
Yep. And
I can't imagine...
Maybe the occasional alternate universe while I'm at it.
I can't even imagine somebody, being as much fun to hang out with. In the deep, deep outer reaches of another universe.
I hope I'm fun, considering we've done like over 40 of these episodes, and I would hate that you were having a miserable time. So that would be suddenly really, really awkward on my part. So
that would be awkward for both of us. I think, yes, this is episode 41.
Episode 41, yes. So as we record here on September 6th, 2018, and today we're going to talk a little Twin Peaks surprise. And we're going to talk about the season 1 finale, The Last Evening, which I like that title.
The problem with that title is when I hear it, it reminds me of the Don Henley song Last Worthless Evening.
Ooh, okay.
Which means now the Don Henley song Last Worthless Evening is in my head.
Ah.
But I have to say, Charles, I have a good remedy for getting that song out of my head.
Which is?
The MC Chris Twin Peaks rap, which was amazing.
Was I right about that?
That was fantastic. I was listening to that in the car.
Before?
I had never heard that before, and I was listening to it in the car, just laughing.
I have this on regular play on my iPod. I mean, I think it's already in my top 25. That the iPod thing sorts automatically. And I love that song so much. It's the lyrics are brilliant.
So funny.
Like that chick with totter control.
Oh my gosh.
Murder she wrote, nobody wrote back. Yep, love that. It's brilliant lyrics.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
For those who don't know what I'm talking about, shame on you, for one.
Go back and listen to last episode.
Go back and listen to the last episode. Or you can go to Ghostwood, the Twin Peaks podcast Facebook page. And I posted the video there for all to enjoy. And I definitely recommend it.
It's fantastic.
So, go check that.
What kind of monopoly is that behind you? Is it Star Trek?
That one... Now, for everybody out there in podcast land, Zan is referring to the stack of ancient board games on my in my background here. The Monopoly, I have a Star Wars and a Star Trek, the Next Generation Monopoly.
What's right above Risk and Castle Risk?
That's the one right above that is Star Trek the Next Generation.
Okay, I thought it was Star Trek the Next Generation, but when I first looked at it for a second, it almost looked, because it's kind of blurry from where I'm at, and because I'm just looking at Charles through the computer.
Don't you feel sorry for her for doing so?
Well, of course I do, because I don't get to be there with you.
Oh.
And your board games, and your awesome comic collection, and Twin Peaks trading cards, and your little dragon guy who looks very snuggly.
Yes.
But it kind of
that's Fred.
The font from here kind of looks like
my little T-Rex.
It looks like it's a Starship Troopers, and I was like, "There's no way in hell there's a Starship Troopers."
That would be awesome.
Oh yes, I know this is not Twin Peaks related, but you mentioned Fred.
Yes.
Which was the name of Jerry Reed's dog in Smokey and the Bandit. So I just want to say that we lost Burt Reynolds.
We did. We lost Burt Reynolds today, and I'm really depressed about this because
I'm way sadder than I expected.
I am a huge Smokey and the Bandit fan.
Yeah,
and obviously Cannonball Run and all kinds of things. So Deliverance or Longest Yard.
Well, if you haven't seen the Robot Chicken Cannonball Run Mario Kart mashup,
that's a great one.
I think you need to go to YouTube and find that right now.
Or you need to watch the Archer episode where Archer finally gets to meet Burt Reynolds.
That's the best. Well, did you see H. John Benjamin's tweet about this?
No, I did not.
Proudest moment is when he had sex with my cartoon mother. That's what he said about it.
nice.
It was fantastic. My favorites are Boogie Nights
Yeah.
and The End,
Okay.
which I absolutely love. I love Smokey and the Bandit, but I grew up with The
Yeah.
End.
Right. See, I grew up with Smokey and the Bandit because my parents both loved that movie too, so I watched that a lot as a kid.
I think my parents could sort of take it or leave it, but my mom really liked The End.
And I really the Jerry Reed music in it.
Jerry Reed, so fantastic.
The Snowman.
Snowman. Yeah,
Coming
Jerry
at ya.
Reed and best episode of new Scooby-Doo movies, if you ask me, was the
Yeah.
Jerry Reed episode.
Okay.
I like that one quite a bit.
I'll take your word for it.
And anytime anyone talks about Jerry Reed, my dad says, because when you're hot, you're hot.
And when you're not, you're not.
And when you're not, you're not.
Yeah. They call you the Bandit. Yeah. So rest in peace, Burt Reynolds.
Yes, rest in peace, Burt Reynolds. I will not be drinking a Coors tonight because ew.
Yeah, it's amazing because back in the 70s when Smokey and the Bandit came out, everybody thought Coors was awesome because it was illegal in Ohio.
Well, that's the thing, because you couldn't get it here. And now that you can get it here, it's like, what? Okay.
Yeah. And it's like, well, that's nice.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, nowadays, because of all the beer connoisseurs and, homebrew guys,
right,
the microbrew guys, that you're just like, oh, what's the big deal with Coors?
Well, even for me, Coors being one of the classic, what I refer to as grandpa beers.
Right.
If you didn't have grandpas that drank, you might not understand what I'm talking about. But the beers that your grandpa drank, the American Pilsner, old school, easy to find, nothing to write home about, just, or what I like to refer to as thirsty beers.
Right.
Beers that you drink when you're thirsty, like you want cold beer after you've mowed the lawn or something like that.
Yeah, like something that'll refresh you on a hot day, that kind of
Right,
thing.
exactly.
Right.
If we're talking about beers like that, why would you drink a Coors if Miller High Life, the champagne of beers, is available to you? That's my. I'm a.
My wife Lori laughs at that every time they have it. There's a commercial on calling it the champagne of beers.
Oh, it's so the champagne of beers. It's lovely. It's just lovely. But yeah, they have terrible food in that movie. They're trying to bring back Coors, and then they're trying to bring back Boston clam chowder. I'm like, no, I don't want any of this.
Yeah.
I don't know why you're betting on this, little Enos. You still have to eat clam chowder if this is through.
At the Choke and Puke.
At the Choke and Puke.
Yep.
I'd take 500 on the Bandit.
Yep. Big Enos and Little Enos.
Yeah. Paul Williams, everybody.
Yep.
Now
who was awesome as the Penguin in Batman the Animated Series.
Oh my God, so good as the Penguin in the animated series.
So good.
I love Paul Williams, though. One of my all-time favorite movies.
Yeah, he's very underrated. I think obviously because of his short stature. Short guys generally get overlooked.
He's short. He's not like he's not like a Hollywood good-looking guy,
right,
or anything like that. But
right, definitely not a leading man.
No, definitely not. Phantom of the Paradise, one of my all-time favorite movies.
Yeah.
And let's not forget who did the music for the Muppet movie.
Right.
That would be Paul Williams, everybody.
It would be.
Yeah.
You were absolutely right about that.
So.
And mighty good music it was.
Yep.
So you mentioned the Twin Peaks trading cards. So I thought I might give an update. I have me some Twin Peaks trading cards, y'all.
What?
Now, obviously, I don't have them all, but I got the 10 packs that I ordered, and there's like 5 cards in each pack. Just 5 cards. Come on. Just saying.
They're gum?
Yeah, no gum.
Damn it!
I know, right? So here's what happened, or here's the result. All right. So out of the 10 packs, 5 cards each, so 50 cards, right? All right. No doubles, which was great.
That's great.
But so I got 2 of the harder to find character cards.
Nice.
Which are the let's see here, Wyndham Earl and Albert Rosenfeld.
You got Albert Rosenflower?
Yep, Albert Rosenflower. I got him too. So that was cool. So points there. And then I got 2 cards of the Twin Peaks, 2017 series.
Sweet.
So out of that, so basically, all the other cards are from the original series.
How many cards?
But at least there was no doubles. Now, no autograph cards.
Wow.
Out of all that, even though there's supposed to be 1 in 12.
You only bought 10.
I only bought 10, but apparently, yeah. Well, I only bought the character cards were 1 in 12. I got 2 of those.
Well, you used all your luck on the character cards.
And the Twin Peaks Limited Event series were 1 in 8 cards, and I got 2 of those.
Okay. Well, how many cards are total for this set?
Well, the base set is 90.
Okay.
So that's the original series. So there's 3 cards per each episode.
Okay.
So so you don't just get 1 card per episode, which is cool. You get it
cool.
They break it up into 3. And then they've got what it looks like here, 54 cards for the I'm looking at my checklist here for anybody wanting. 54 cards for the limited event series. 42 character cards, of which, like I said, I got Albert Rosenflower and Wyndham Earl. And then there are 24 quotable Twin Peaks cards, which I didn't get any of. And let's see, then there's what it looks like 53 autograph cards, of which I got none.
So that's like 263 or something like that.
Incentive cards here and there, promo cards. And so, et cetera, et cetera.
Okay.
So
I am legit 100% serious about splitting a box of those.
Because I will go halvesies.
I think we need to do that. So Heck yeah.
So we have to figure this out. So yeah.
Yeah.
So if nothing else, I've got started. So chances are I'd probably have a bunch.
We should do podcast while we're opening our cards. That would be really funny.
I don't think anybody out there would want to listen.
I don't think anybody. We'd have to come up with some really interesting trivia to talk about the cards when we open them.
Kind of like if we were doing like a marathon break watching Doctor Who or something on PBS.
Right. Exactly. Maybe we could do like a half-hour special episode for
the trading card opening.
Yes.
The unpackaging.
The unboxing.
Oh, it's true. If we get a box, yeah. So we got to do the unboxing.
Yeah, we could do our own little unboxing
video. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
there you go. That's an idea.
That would be fun.
Yeah. So there we go.
For us.
Yeah. Exactly. Something that tells me the viewership would not be that high on YouTube.
Right. I know. Right.
But I've seen worse on YouTube.
I have. Yes, that's true. I have too.
Yeah. But I just want to give everybody an update because I mentioned that I got the 10 packs. So that's what I got out of those 10 packs.
Nice.
So, which is not too bad. Although I would have leased like 1 autograph card. But
oh my gosh, you didn't get doubles. You should be playing the lottery tonight.
I know. Well, I'm thinking that they were all from the same box because that I ordered them from, but still no doubles. That was pretty
That's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good.
I was very surprised. I thought I'd at least get a few, but
yeah,
nope. No wasted cards on that, so that's kind of cool.
Awesome.
But all right, so yeah, we'll get Zan some doubles here.
Heck yeah.
Yep. All right, so just a little heads up on that. So let's get back to talking about the last evening. I'm sorry, I just put that song back in your head, didn't I?
Oh, dang it. Don Henley.
Damn it. Oh, God damn it.
Does anybody have a can opener?
Yeah. So this episode, you knew the reference I was going for.
Oh, yeah.
So this episode, also known as the 7th episode, the 8th episode.
Episode 8, the 7th episode, or episode 8, the 7th episode. Yeah.
So this is technically the 8th episode of the first season from May 23rd, 1990. So
May 23rd.
Get ready for summer vacation, kids, because and we're going to end on a nice big cliffhanger. Written and directed by Mark Frost. So he's pulling double.
Excellent.
He's pulling double duty, which is of course why this episode is so good.
So freaking good, yeah.
Spoilers. If you watched it, you know what I'm talking about. And there was a deleted scene that I found out. It was called Jerry's Wandering Eye. And apparently it's just...
Is he naked in the woods again?
No, I wish. That would have
been so great.
That would have been great. Just have him going, like early I think I'm high. But not so much. No, this is just like some throwaway scene, which I could see why they cut it. Jerry's sitting around with Heba.
Okay.
You know, Icelandic Nordic goddess Heba.
The giant ice princess?
Yes. Who apparently is calling Jerry out for infidelity.
No.
I know. Jerry Horn cheating on somebody? Get out of here.
At the whorehouse his family owns?
I am shocked. So like I am more shocked than what's his name? Claude Rains in Casablanca. Shocked, I tell you.
Shocked, I tell you. Have I ever told you about how much I can't stand Claude Rains?
Well, hold on, let me just wrap this up first. So a girl at the brothel apparently caught Jerry's eye, and Heba was giving him crap for it. So that's it. That's basically it. Okay, so why do you hate Claude Rains?
I don't know.
Is it just his face or his mustache or what?
He's this weaselly little... Ugh.
I think you're thinking of Peter Lorre.
No, I'm not.
Because Peter Lorre is all Weasley.
Love him, though. He's like Weasley and owns it. Like Claude Rains is like Weasley and tries to hide it from you. Ugh. I can't stand him.
That's cool.
But I could see why they cut that scene, because I think you could probably assume that Jerry is going to go to the whorehouse and find somebody, and, you know, Heba's going to get mad at that.
Right. It's like, well, there's bigger things going on in this episode.
That's probably the natural progression of Jerry and Heba's relationship, frankly.
I think they probably would have kept it if, you know, like, I'm guessing time, they figured, well, we got to trim somewhere, and that's a good place to do it. So I get it. All right.
It's not 20 minutes of sweeping. I mean, it's not like necessary to the plot.
I know. Can I just say I was rewatching, I'm in the process of rewatching the entire Return from start to finish.
Oh, nice.
And I'm on that. I just watched that episode with the sweeping. And I found myself just like, okay, I'm pulling out my phone and I'm playing around with it. I'm just listening to the Booker T and the MGs doing green, you know, glass onion or green onion.
Green onions.
Yeah, I kept confusing that with glass onion from the Beatles.
Oh yeah.
But green onions, excuse me.
Too many onion songs.
So many onions. And yeah, so and then I'm listening to music and I'm like, oh, the music stopped, and I look up.
Yeah, I feel like
it's like I just totally tuned out, and it's like, oh, okay, there's Jacques like ranting about something. All right,
it's like when we're not
Jacques, Jean-Michel.
Jean-Michel. Yeah, when we're not waiting for something, that's funny. That scene's funny, but when we've been waiting for 26 years,
right? I know. It's just like
impatient.
Let's just be glad that the original old waiter was dead. You know, because you know Lynch would have brought him back.
Oh, seriously. Yeah, totally.
That milk will cool you on you.
Speaking of the old waiter.
Yes, we're going to get there. So
should we get into this?
Let's get in this, because we've been talking about trading cards and all kinds of nonsense. Let's get
trading cards and Claude Rains keeping us from Twin Peaks.
Right. I know. Let's give the people what they want.
Give the people what they want.
Because we do that here on Ghost. So, as always, we're around the 1 minute 31 second mark. If you want to sync your episodes up with us, as we watch along with the season finale, and we are on the black screen, of course, created by Mark Frost and David Lynch. So, right. Everybody ready? All right, so let's press play together. 3, 2, 1, boink. And we see palm trees.
Palm trees,
nice
swimming
calm
pools.
Yep, movie stars.
You're calm for a second, then you see Eric Del Rey's name, and you're like, dang, now I'm tense.
So what is Cheryl Lee doing in this Hawaiian Elvis Goes Hawaii? Or Hawaii 5-0.
Now I see seams in this, so I'm pretty sure we're just in Dr. Jacoby's office.
Unfortunately.
But I can't be 100% sure until just about now.
You do have to kind of credit Jacoby's for his commitment to Hawaiian decor.
This is true. Yeah, he's going all in.
Yep. And Donna and James, Donna walking in with her stealth cap, of course.
Speaking of going all in with breaking and entering.
Right. Little B&E never hurt anybody.
Seriously. It ain't armed robbery if the gun ain't loaded.
So let's see. They've impersonated a dead woman. And, we find some umbrellas.
He likes Mai Tais, apparently.
Yeah. No, one says the Kala Hilton, July 8th, 1969, men on the moon, which of course is wrong because the moon landing was July 20th, 1969.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's right.
So I'm not sure what he's doing there. And then there was like another one where it said like August 9th, 1974, I first lay eyes on Mimsy, but that was the day that Nixon resigned.
Well, maybe
little trivia there.
Maybe he's out having a celebratory beverage when he meets Mimsy. So, the thermostat! Oh my God!
Yeah, there's got to be a way to turn it off. You turn it backwards.
Yeah, why did you
to where you were?
Donna, why are you hitting buttons in somebody else's home /
Maybe stop being so grabby.
Yeah, exactly. My little coconut.
Now, where can we find a coconut around here?
Oh, yeah. What's in here?
Nope. Here's Bobby. Who has planted, as we remember, cocaine in James's gas tank.
Yes,
pew,
that is
pew,
true.
Pew, pew.
Yeah, how far are we going to get on this motorcycle?
So here we have Jacoby trying to be stealthy in that really loud jacket and tie.
Yeah, he's trying to...
How stealthy does he think he could just sneak around like that in that jacket?
Seriously, he's bright. He's like bright blue.
He's almost fluorescent.
Yeah, seriously. See, this is where I start to lose any sort of sympathy. Whack.
Yep. And here's Leland beating the crap out of Dr. Jacoby.
Do we know that yet?
Oh, yeah, spoilers. If you haven't watched this episode before now, just forget what I just said.
Yeah, forget it. Forget it. So here we have Dr. Jacoby. He's crawling through the grass.
Yeah. Now, you know what this reminds me of? It's Miriam. Remember Miriam in the Return? Where after she was attacked and she was crawling through the woods and then found by those kids?
Go away, Richard.
Yep.
Yeah, see...
Now, Jacoby really needs some Visine.
Yeah, he does. He's blurry.
But a nice transition to the roulette wheel.
Very nice transition to a roulette wheel, which is most likely a loaded roulette wheel.
Probably.
That, by the way, is a quote from the Cooper tapes.
Nice reset.
Yeah, poor Big Ed. He can't win it.
Now, of course, normally you would stay on 16, but this is Cooper after all.
Yeah.
Who's counting cards?
Yep, that's the thing.
18. Oh, and I flip it over, and it's a 3. 21.
16 is a risky move.
But you normally stay on 16.
Yeah. Yep.
Girl walks up to Cooper, whispers in his ear, "My father killed me."
Not yet. Not yet.
Not her? No.
Not her. Wrong one. I feel bad for Big Ed in this because not only is he losing at roulette, like the hooker walks away from him.
Well,
like, you're losing so bad I won't even have sex with you.
Yep. Must be the wig. The Ron Jeremy wig.
Seriously.
And mustache.
Oh, Jacques is trying to play it cool.
Yep. Jacques, one of the most repulsive characters in Twin Peaks history.
Good for you, Walter Orkowitz. You did a great job.
Yep. You were very good at being repulsive.
Yep.
Oh, and here's Audrey as Blackie is doing a tarot reading, which I find really interesting.
Mm-hmm. Now, see, Audrey's outfit is a little less ridiculous.
Right, because it's more like evening wear.
Well, it's just not. It's not covered in
It's more of a standard negligee type thing.
Yeah, it's not. It doesn't have cards and dice and.
Well, it will. It will have a card. A big old Queen of Hearts, as we find out.
Very, very true. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. My secret agent is on the monitor. Oh, did I say that?
Did I say that out loud? Oh. Good night to break you in. The owner's here. Your dad. My dad.
I gotta think that Blackie would still go ahead and try to hook them up, even if she knew that was Ben's daughter. Because she's that messed up.
Blackie's pretty terrible.
Oh, and here's Audrey, pick a card doing magic, or Blackie's magic tricks or whatever, and she picks a Queen of Diamonds.
Playing with the Queen of Diamonds.
And I'm just going to crush your hand. You mind that?
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, and this is where we have Cooper
basically earns Jacques' confidence here.
Well,
to get him to talk about what happened that night.
Well, he has the inn where he says, I know Leo, and he knows everything that Jacques into. So, and again, this kills me. This is $1,000 chip.
Right. Well, he said nice tip.
Yeah, I guess so, but
Cooper's creepy Waldo impression.
Ugh. Poor Waldo.
Poor Waldo.
But God, look at even his tie with a little dice bolo tie on it.
It's a bow tie with a bolo, so go figure. It's make up your mind, dude. Which one do you want?
Make up your mind.
I know Seriously. Bow ties are cool, but
yep.
It's he's hanging dice from his windshield or his rear view mirror. Yeah.
That's funny. Cooper is so suave. Kyle MacLachlan's really, really good.
Well, it helps. It also doesn't hurt that he can pull off a tuxedo.
Oh, geez.
Like he's James Bond.
Oh, yeah. Seriously.
Cooper. Dale Cooper.
Women go crazy about a sharp-dressed man.
Mm-hmm. I'm just going to turn it up to 11.
Thing here is, some actors.
Oh, and here's what I like this, where he
here's
just one more question, sir. One more question. Oh, Columbo.
You folks have a nice night now.
Oh. And here's one of the most creepy scenes ever in Twin Peaks. The close-up on Jacques Renault's mouth.
Yeah. Jeez. Oof. Walter Olkowitz. I hope he's doing well.
He totally sells this scene, though.
Oh, jeez.
She liked that. All creepy. Ugh.
Oh, she liked that. With his, kind of, his brother. He's half, half French Canadian, half Cajun.
He's like the Twin Peaks version of Jabba the Hutt. With his tongue all lashing out.
He's worse than Jabba the Hutt because he's
Bite
he
the
doesn't do
baby.
Bite the bullet. Ugh.
Jacques needs some whitening strips.
That's not funny, you freaking rapist.
Well, this is why he's a bad man. And he gets what's coming to him by the end of the episode, so.
Oh, well, there's that, too. The thing is, most actors, they're good. Most good actors are always good in what they do, but there are some people where they find that role that they were absolutely born to play.
And that's probably Walter Olkowitz's, yeah.
No, for Kyle MacLachlan, it's Agent Cooper. Definitely.
Oh, definitely was that.
Yeah.
I mean, he's done other things.
He's great in everything he's in. Most recently, I loved him so much as the mayor of Portland. But
I'm bored, waiting for Dad. Bored.
Oddly enough, I caught that reference. Oh yeah. um, just Cal McLaughlin's great and everything he's in, but this is really the role he was born to play.
Yeah.
Walter Olkowitz is a big old teddy bear. There is, no, he's.
Right.
There's better things in him.
You don't want Walter Olkowitz to be like Jacques Renault. So
no, you don't want
that.
That's
a good thing.
Yeah.
That's a good. Here's Shelley washing her hair in the sink.
Yep.
Leo, of course, likes his women blinded by shampoo.
Or just,
blind, period.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you need to figure it out. There we go.
Yeah. It's not really a smart move to, leave your gun untended with Leo around.
No, she's right there. Wow, it looks like Batman's about to drive up to Axis.
I know. He's at Axis Chemicals. Bum, 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 bum,
See this, son of a bitch. Makes the connection between us and Axis Chemical. What kind of damage talking about? Jack Palance. Oh, classic.
We're going to ship him out a whole new door.
We rat it out, boys.
Eckhart. All right, we can do Batman riffs.
Number one.
A guy. I love Jack Palance doing that. Or Palance, doing that. So they really love this fish metaphor here. They keep beating it to death.
Well, there's
as soon as the big fish shows his fins.
Yeah, exactly. And we have both of the cars from
Yep. All 2 cop cars in Twin Peaks.
Yeah, seriously. Both of the Twin Peaks police cars.
Andy's most badass moment ever. Coming up.
You're under arrest.
Jacques makes a break for it.
You
got me.
Good job. Good work. Good work, Andy.
I like Andy is so serious in this moment.
Yes. Andy, Andy
better
can
call for that ambulance.
Yeah. He can bring it when he needs to.
Yeah.
After all, he's about to be a father. Spoiler alert!
Oh. A nice shooting, Tex.
Nice shooting, Tex.
All right. Ugh. So here's what I'm wondering about this scene here. Donna's sneaking around here to play this tape. Doesn't Donna have a bedroom with a door that she and James and Maddie could go up to in privacy?
Are you forgetting what it's like to be a kid, Charles?
No, I was an only child, so I got away with everything.
But when you were at home, living at home, were you allowed to have girls in your bedroom with the door closed?
Yes, I was. I just couldn't get any girls, so yeah.
I was going to say, were you that much of a nerd that your parents just knew that nothing was going on, or
pretty much, yeah. Well, actually, my parents were working a 24-hour restaurant, so they were
so you can do whatever you wanted.
One was busy at the restaurant, the other was sleeping, and then they'd swap off. So
gotcha. Okay.
So I was a latchkey kid to the extreme.
That was the thing I was thinking, though, is that this is she probably just can't have boys in her room,
right?
So that's probably why they're down.
But Maddie's there, so
that's true. That's true. But rules are rules, young lady, and you got to put air in your sister's tires. So, no red Corvette.
Oh, here comes Mom with milk and cookies.
But this is how we know that she's.
I just want to know what kind of cookies.
Uh-oh.
And don't have Maddie dressing up as Laura again, young lady.
Yeah, exactly. Emergency. I wonder what the emergency at the hospital was, because, is it Jacques or...
It's probably Jacques, because he was shot.
Because Cooper hasn't been shot.
Because remember, he's the only doctor in town.
This is very... Well, there's a...
So they got to treat his bullet wound.
There's the vet.
That's true.
The vet that's...
Oh, yeah. Well, the llama was taking too much of his time.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, it's made.
Meanwhile, at the Packard Sawmill, Leo's gaslighting again.
Oh, I see what you did there.
See what I did there? Gaslighting?
There, yep.
He did it before he was cool, of course.
Mm-hmm. Poor Shelley.
Poor Shelley. How Shelley never ended up in therapy, I have no idea.
Shelley should have been in therapy because
she should have.
Frankly, you know.
I mean, she's an abuse victim.
She's an abuse victim, and she never breaks her old habits because. Yeah. What was the name of the guy she was going out with in The Return? He was kind of skeevy.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Red, yeah. He's skeevy. The magic guy that we never got explanation about what his deal is.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, Shelley Johnson.
And Leo's trying to put the blame on her. Like it's all, like you did this.
Because that's what abusers do.
You broke my heart.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you broke my heart. Yeah, right. Like you had a heart, Leo. Whatever,
dude.
Yeah.
Now, Nadine's about to do her suicide attempt.
Oh, Nadine. There's more to life than silent drapery runners.
I gotta say, she really goes out for her suicide attempt here because she's in a princess dress. Mm-hmm. She's got a silver tray. She's got a blanket spread out. She's very, very calm and deliberate about this. She's been thinking about this a lot, apparently.
This is never the answer.
And she pours 2 big bottles of pills into a cereal bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Chasing it down with water. Which, if you're going to kill yourself, why are you drinking water? You think you'd be vodka or something.
Well, maybe you think that you don't have you don't deserve anything better than water.
That's true. That's possible. But it's very sad and tragic. And I like the way they handled it with that very soft, tragic music.
Yeah, that's the thing. Poor Nadine. Just put it out there. 1-800-273-TALK.
Oh,
Suicide's never the answer, people.
Exactly.
Oh, jeez.
It's okay to talk to people.
It's okay to talk. There's help out there. There's always a reason to go on, even if you don't get your patent. Oh, jeez.
There's always another patent attorney.
How does Josie even hook up with Hank Jennings in the first place?
It's like they draw each other like flies.
Seriously, it's like she comes to town and immediately finds all the criminals.
Right.
It's,
It's like, and it's not like they had the internet back then to hook up.
There's not criminal Tinder.
They have a bulletin board somewhere.
They do at the post office.
That's true.
All those most wanted signs at the post office. That's where she's.
Hank keeps posting sketches of dominoes.
Yeah, exactly. Jeez.
Or it's maybe one of those things where it's you have little strips of paper at the bottom where you could tear it off and
yeah.
Josie's hey, looking for a seedy criminal consort, dial 231.
Yeah, exactly. Dial 555.
5555.
Hank. No, what did we just find out?
Yep. So basically, they made a deal, and now Hank decides, well, my $90,000 suddenly feels a little light.
And now Hank has antlers.
That's true. I gotta wonder if this is deliberate to try to make him look more demonic or evil.
There's no way you'd be looking in the monitor and see that and not go, keep going, staying right there.
Right, because he's deliberately positioned between the camera and those antlers on the wall, so it looks like they're on his head.
Oh yeah. So yes, we just found out that Josie killed Andrew Packard. Well, not really.
We had an agreement.
Not really, spoiler alert, but Josie's pretty badass.
But Hank apparently agreed to take the fall.
Mm-hmm.
And for payment of $90,000. And now I decided, I'm out. I want some more.
Yep.
I want some more.
If you're referencing what I think you're referencing, I'm not going to say it.
If you're thinking Claudia in Interview with a Vampire, yes, that's what I'm referencing.
No, I was actually thinking of The Lonely Island. So,
no.
Yeah, I'm not going to say that.
I was going more mainstream with that.
Ew.
Oh, and so here's Hank is forcing a blood pact with Josie.
What are we, 8?
Apparently. Well, he's like, I think it's more intimidation thing, I'm guessing.
I think so too, but again.
But still, he grabs her thumb and slices his own.
What are we, 8?
It's like we're blood bonded now.
Whatever.
And here's the weird part. Josie looks at the blood on her thumb and decides to smear it around her lips. And I'm thinking, okay, is this like, you really like this new AB positive shade?
Seriously?
Does it like bring out your eyes? What is up with this?
Either way, he has just been in prison, and she was a whore in Hong Kong. Okay? I mean, neither. This is a game with no winners, people.
No.
Yep. No, Catherine. Catherine's getting screwed.
If I was Pete, I would be slipping Valium into her, like, alcohol at any given moment.
I think he just is fine with her, like, just being out of his way.
Tranquilizer darts, something.
Yeah. I think he just wants to do his job at the mill and then go fishing and...
That's why I like Pete. He's just like, I'm just gonna, I'm a decent guy, and I'm just dominated over by my wife, but...
Well, I mean, she does, she owns the largest industry in this town.
But I mean, she's the alpha of the relationship, obviously.
Yeah.
He's the beta.
Yeah. Oh, she's trying to
Let's reminisce.
Appeal to his softer side.
Yeah.
The boss's sister from that big house on the hill.
Yep. That's the one time we actually get a little backstory about their relationship.
Yep. Until the secret history, that's all we knew. So.
No complaints about the house.
I don't complain about the house. The house is fine, except for that giant saw over the door that's going to take one of us one of these days.
That could just chop down, like, and guillotine somebody.
Yeah. See, it's like, this is the thing about a sociopath.
Yeah.
It's like they know how to play you with, like, the obviousness of their bullshit.
Oh, well, she knows how much Pete actually cares about her and loves her still.
Pete's a sweet guy.
She's totally using this to manipulate him.
She's totally using this to manipulate him. Yeah.
Yeah. And so it's like, oh, your boyfriend Ben flipped on you, and now it's like, oh, Catherine Martell's spouse now again. And,
part of me wonders if right here she's right, where she says, given the way I've treated everybody in my entire life, you're the only person I can talk to about this.
Right. But the thing is, though, he loves her. She doesn't love him.
Right.
She's here rolling her eyes at him behind his back. And they're, like a patronizing pat on the back.
Exactly, a little condescending pat on the shoulder.
Condescending, yeah, that was the word I was looking for.
Oh, and everybody's bragging about Andy.
Well, I like how they're trying to build him up in front of Lucy.
Oh yeah, that's totally.
This is what bros do.
That's the thing.
This is total bro code.
Andy's got 5 wingmen there, just trying to help him out.
Yep. He's the man.
Andy, my man. Oh, look at that little look he gives her too. That is
Andy is the man.
Man. But if he just gives her this cute little look,
all right,
it's
I'm gonna
so
hike
adorable.
up my pants. Yep, let's go do this.
Hi,
let's go
Lucy.
talk to Lucy.
Oh, see, now I think that there are some people in this world that should be couples in real life. Like they're couples in
Harry Goes and Kimmy Robertson.
Oh yeah, they're couples in fictional stories, but I think that the real people should be couples too. And I think Harry Goes and Kimmy Robertson are exactly those type of people. They're so adorable together. I just love it.
And he leans in for a kiss.
He leans in timidly. He's still ensuring that this will be a consensual kiss. So good for you, Andy.
Yep.
Aww.
And it goes on quite a while.
This is how you make those babies that made her mad at you in the first place.
Exactly. He's about to drop the bomb. She's about to drop the bomb on him. I'm preggers. Record scratch.
I forgot that he called her Punky this early too.
Yep, that's her pet name. His pet name.
Yeah, I know he called her that in the return. I just forgot about that. Andy's like, you know what? I'm just gonna go.
Andy's just like, I'm going out for ice cream.
Guys, can we go shoot some more people?
I would like to do target practice now.
I would like to shoot some more people.
Can I shoot Jock again?
Oh.
I would really like to shoot Jock again.
I just want to shoot something. Goodness. Here are the other cops that you'll never see again.
What?
Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
And Bobby sounds nothing like Leo Johnson, I might add.
Yeah, that's the thing. And it's like...
But Lucy falls for it.
And the thing is, James is a bookhouse boy, so,
yep.
In the most decent version of any sort of good old boys pack that anybody would have, he's going to be fine.
He'll turn out okay.
Oh, jeez.
Jacques is even gross in a hospital bed.
Well, Jacques is just talking about... He's just talking about those two young girls like they're just... I mean, Laura's dead. Don't talk about it like that,
Well, he's laughing about it, too, which makes it even worse. It's just like, it's just funny to him. Now, it could be he's doped up on morphine right now, but...
I don't know. That's Jacques. Jacques is more of a, like, those girls, they wasn't nuns.
Yep.
It's like, come on.
And he talks about, like, he hit me on the head with a whiskey bottle.
Yeah. And,
laughing about it.
I had to walk 15 miles back to my own house.
In 3 feet of snow. And
that's a long way in the woods in the dark, I have to say.
Yep.
Oh,
and then we check up on Jacoby. Apparently this is like the busiest Twin Peaks hospital's ever been.
Oh, that's right. This is the emergency.
Yep.
Is Dr. Jacoby. That's right. I forgot about that.
That's what I'm saying. Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. Yeah. It wasn't the bullet wound. It was Jacoby.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's one thing about Leo. He is too stupid to lie. That's not Leo, Jacques.
Yeah. It turns out he's too stupid to live, but I'm getting ahead of myself.
Yeah. Because I got a phone call from Laura Palmer. Yeah, okay. But, it's like, no, I mean, I understand that,
Easter Park, doesn't that sound like a good place for resurrection?
It sure does.
I have to think that was deliberate to name it Easter Park.
Yeah, that would be perfect. Oh, goodness. All right.
Pete in his high school yearbook. Memories.
I like how they're trying to look for something, and he's just like, oh, hey, class of 1953.
Well, Pete gets distracted, shall we say.
Just a little bit, yeah.
At least she doesn't snap at him. You would think she would just go off on him. You're like, you idiot!
Yeah, seriously.
You imbecile!
She
answers the phone, what? Like, what? What?
What? He's just such a lovable old...
most people would just say, hello, Catherine.
Yeah, seriously. Oh. See,
Hank's got his fingers in every pie here. He's dealing with Leo, he's dealing with Josie, he's dealing with Catherine.
He's just covering all of his
He's dealing with Ben.
He's basically saying, like, how do I get back to jail the fastest? Why don't I get in bed with every other criminal in town?
Right. He really wasted zero time.
Yeah.
Getting back into the biz.
Yep. That's the thing, too. It's, he's like, obviously...
Yeah, he's like trying to break a land speed record for breaking his parole.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is the worst.
I had a coat like that, too.
Yeah. I don't like that "Say No to Ghostwood" sign in the background. I'm totally against that.
Oh, yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, I disapprove.
That's the housing development people. That's not the podcast.
Okay, I was just saying, you should be saying yes to Ghostwood podcast.
Yeah, yes, exactly.
Fresh coffee is only 25 cents, though.
That's pretty good.
That's damn good.
Well, the thing is, you're going to buy pie with it.
That's true.
Oh, Hank, don't...
And now he's trying to, manipulate Norma's feelings.
He's, trying to be all nostalgic. It's just gross.
Yeah.
Lobster bisque.
I was dreaming about you while I was in the slammer.
Oh, it's just...
Oh, heck. Yeah.
Just gross. he's good. He's good at, playing her, but I just don't. He's been back for 2 days.
Right. He's done all this in 2 days. Keep in mind.
All this in 2 days. It took him like seriously 0 time.
Right.
To get this.
I always talk too big. That's my biggest fault. No, I'm pretty sure killing people is your biggest fault, dude.
Yeah, and just being an ass.
Right.
That's probably the main problem here. So
let's celebrate our 20th anniversary.
Yeah, seriously. With a soft serve and some 25-cent coffee.
He goes all out, that Hank.
Oh gosh. Gross.
He put on a fresh white t-shirt for her and everything.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah. I just think, it's like Norma, out of all the guys you could have gotten back.
It's like, Norma, what are you doing?
This is the one. This is the one you pick?
The women in this town really need like a strong role model to like teach them about their guys and say, look, you don't need these a-holes in your life.
That's the thing.
They have some serious self-esteem issues.
Oh, poor thing.
Oh, and then
oh my gosh, the giant wooden spoon and fork.
Yep.
I'd forgotten about that. See,
so honey, how was your day?
This is the thing about Ed. Ed's such a good guy.
Yep.
I mean, I think I don't think he's he's not in love with Nadine, but
he cares about her. He
I think he feels like he needs to take care of her because, like, who else is gonna?
Well, remember, there's also that guilt that he feels over her. So maybe he feels responsible for her.
Maybe, but at the same time, it's like I think I think we all know somebody that we don't want to see anything bad happen to, but we don't necessarily be married to them.
Right, but he is married to her, so I think he cares about her, which is why he doesn't want to hurt her feelings.
Yeah, I think he genuinely cares for her. I don't think he's in love with her. I don't think he necessarily.
But he doesn't want to hurt her any more than he already has physically.
No, he doesn't want. And I don't think he wants anybody to hurt her. I don't think he wants anybody to be. I don't think he wants anything bad to happen to her. And I think he's a good guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like Donna's parents, even they seem like they have a good relationship, but even they are like have a dark secret in their past. Spoiler alert, we'll talk about that later.
And we know how that turned out.
Honestly, you know who the best couple in Twin Peaks is?
Who?
Andy and Lucy. You
might be right about that.
I
think you can't think of anybody else that's happier. Well, yeah. Well, now Big Ed and Norma finally got on track.
Ed and Norma, yeah, but right now,
at this point in the series, yes, it's definitely Andy and Lucy. Yeah. As weird as that is.
Yeah, it's Andy and Lucy.
Oh, and poor Leland here. Oh, is Jacques at the hospital? Well, I think I'll pay him a visit.
Yeah. Okay. Now we're Bob again.
We're
I think
totally Bob here. Right. This look. That's way Bob. If you're playing Bob or Leland at home, this is Bob.
Bob.
Hospital. Definitely Bob.
Yeah.
Oh, I made you a mixtape. It's got like some Smiths and The Cure and Joy Division.
A little bit of Bauhaus.
Some Go-Go's.
I think you ought to listen to this tape. Why? Because it's badass. It's my band.
Yeah, he's pimping his garage band.
Yeah.
We call ourselves Death Metal of Death.
Yeah. Somebody with a red Corvette, and it's not Prince's girlfriend.
Right. Hey, James, found a little something in your gas tank.
Yeah. Poor James. He feels so bad about Dr. Jacoby. That's the thing. It's like, granted, probably getting beaten up brought it on, but I don't think seeing Laura helped him not have a heart attack.
So, James, what's this bag of cocaine doing in your gas tank, buddy?
Happy birthday?
Maybe Bobby planted it? Just saying.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah.
Here's the Iceland deal. Ghostwood is fantastic. Thank you for pointing that out, Einar.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like... Yeah. See, May I have sex with Hooker first before I sign papers?
Ghostwood the Twin Peaks podcast is very big in Iceland, y'all.
Yeah, that's true. This is just...
He's getting a back massage while he's signing these papers.
Oh, it's pretty good.
Ben on the old-timey phone.
Oh, yeah. Jeez. Oh gosh, I'm starting to lose track of who's in bed with who with the criminal enterprises here.
Well, just start with Hank and just spread out from there.
Yeah, start with Hank and then
Hank is like the Kevin Bacon of crime in Twin Peaks.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like
pretty much.
6 degrees of Hank Jennings.
Check behind the stupid door, Bobby. Come on.
Always check your 6, Bobby.
Watch your 6.
Check your 6.
Shelly's not here, man.
Here's Leo.
Nice Billy Bass.
Oh, not the console TV.
Yeah.
And of course, if you notice, the VCR is blinking 0. So Leo's horrible enough, but he can't even program a VCR.
He cannot program a VCR. Yep. Somebody has shot Leo.
Yep.
Who is it?
We saw it was Hank in the window.
Yeah, it's Hank through the window.
But here's the fun little parallel as Leo watches Montana getting shot. Parallel.
Oh my gosh.
On Invitation to Love.
Invitation to Love.
Oh, I really like that guy. Damn.
Oh, and it's
You hear the ticking clock.
He's like,
I'm Ed Bradley, and welcome to 60 Minutes.
All this and Andy Rooney next up on 60 Minutes.
Did you ever notice that Hank
Jennings
is always involved with every crime in Twin Peaks?
Why do all the women in this town like all the criminals? And the nice guys, they like the criminals too.
Shouldn't they stand up for themselves?
Yeah. I love Catherine Martell. She's like, who are you? Why do you have that thing in your mouth?
Yeah. I'm Batman. Oh.
Yeah, we're going to start. We have a very crude incendiary device here.
I would be like, bitch, cut me down. Let me go.
Seriously. It's like, do you realize?
And Catherine's all cool. She's just like, and this is, again, a pure sociopath. I'm thinking.
Be quiet, I'm thinking. It's like, lady, we are both going to burn to death if you just don't.
Oh, breakaway ceiling. Breaks away.
And boom.
With obvious cuts where it was supposed to fall.
Well, it's ABC.
Oh. Ooh, time for recess.
Yeah, time to go. Yeah, we're going to put everybody in this town out of a job. Let's run. Yep.
And here we have Leland's first taste of the dark side.
Leland Palmer.
Yep. Hi, Jacques. How you doing, buddy?
Yeah.
Now, if you can't fix it, duck it.
Yep. I got to say, this is an interesting thing, too, because
Smell this pillow. Smell it.
Is this Leland or is this Bob? Because honestly...
This is, I would say this is Bob. I can't see Leland.
Why bother? I mean, what's he going to do? Like Jacques is going to tell somebody anything?
Well, maybe he figures that if the more information Jacques talks about, that might lead Cooper to him/Leland. Because remember, he was there, so...
He was there, but remember he got hit in the head with a whiskey bottle before Leland even drove off.
But does Leland/Bob know this? Does he know exactly what Jacques knows? Maybe he doesn't know everything, so maybe he's just trying to make sure.
That's the thing, I don't know. It's
What do you think, listeners?
Yeah, tell me what you think, because he's
now.
I can understand a father wanting to murder the guy that.
Now this shows what a great guy Pete actually is. She's still my wife.
She's still my wife. Yep.
Dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. He charges into a burning building to save
He's got Catherine.
to
He's
save
got you.
to save the wife who totally craps on him every chance she gets.
Well, you know, she's still his
Ghostwood.
wife. Yep.
To Ghostwood.
To Ghostwood. Let's go have sex with strangers for money.
Yep.
Or in exchange for money. Jeez. Still, these outfits just kill me. It's like, yeah, we know we're at a casino. You can take the cards off of your girder belts and out of your hair.
It's a theme.
So funny.
It's a theme brothel.
Oh, jeez,
Ben, we have trash cans you could spit that into, you know.
Here's the thing about Ghostwood Estates and Country Club.
Right.
With no sawmill, who is going to be able to afford to live there?
Well, apparently foreign investors will come in, and I don't know.
I suppose. Yeah.
So here we have the hunchback seamstress sewing a giant Queen of Diamonds card on Audrey's lingerie.
Mm-hmm.
Although it's nice to see that the hunchback from Notre Dame is still getting work.
Even she's got cards in her outfit.
Yep. Here's a creepy moment.
This is, oh my God, this is
This is such stuff as dreams are made of. Yeah, creepy incest dreams.
Yeah, you are in over your head, Audrey Horne.
Totally.
This is
cliffhanger for Audrey.
Yeah, seriously, how's Audrey going to get out of this one? It's not going to be pretty, folks. It is not going to be pretty. Cooper's just tired. He wants to watch TV.
Cooper's sleepy.
On an off night where he gets to knock off early.
Thank God those stupid Icelanders
has either checked
or passed out.
Passed out. I'm surprised you didn't run into them at the whorehouse.
Seriously, they were like all over the place. How could you not see them there?
Right, exactly. Well, he might have been more in the casino than he was.
That's true. They could have had him separated. Well, it's probably in the VIP area for the
hospitality lounge.
The hospitality lounge, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Behind the rope or the velvet rope.
Cooper's right about something.
My special agent. I'll read that later. No big deal. I'm sure it's not important.
Yeah, well, that's the thing is he knows it's from Audrey, and he knows Audrey's got a crush on it.
Who's on the phone?
And so, but yeah, Cooper is right about one thing, though.
Oh, it's Andy.
24-hour room service is one of the modern marvels of
modern civilization. Yep.
Yep.
Cooper literally leaves Andy hanging here.
Literally leaves him hanging. Yep.
Yep. Opens the door.
Oh, is that Vicuna I see? Oh, spoiler alert.
Die, wood ticks.
Oh my gosh.
Cliffhanger.
Vicuna coat.
Who shot JR? Oh, wait. No. Who shot Mr. Burns? Oh, wait.
Mm-hmm.
It's who shot Cooper.
Ah!
I did. You saw me.
You saw me. And now, kids.
To be continued. Just to twist it a little. No.
Again, remember this was May, and the next season did not show up until September.
Yes. And as a reminder to everybody who's been listening, I watched this live. So I had to wait the entire summer.
The entire summer. For
new episodes.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's tough.
And the closest thing we had was Kyle MacLachlan hosting SNL later that September.
Yeah, that was the closest thing you saw. Exactly. I mean, now we do know, spoiler alert, that he was wearing we just saw him get shot like 3 times.
Right.
But we do know that he's wearing a bulletproof vest.
Right.
But
as we find out.
Yes, we find out later that he was, well, we'll save that for next time.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So that's season 1, everybody. Thank you for sharing this with us.
I haven't watched these in a while, so this was great.
Hope you, all of you out there in Ghostwood Land, enjoyed this as much as we did.
Yes, we certainly did.
It was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun. So what's your rating for this episode, Charles?
My rating for this has to be 10 out of 10 smothering pillows.
Oh, you're liking the death of the Jacques Renault, aren't you?
Well, let's face it, he totally had it coming.
He totally had it coming. He was really gross.
Although it's a shame that Leland has to be the one to do it.
No, I think that's perfectly poetic justice right there.
Well, that's true for his role in killing his daughter. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Even though he himself is the murderer.
Right. Even though he himself is the murderer, he's not the one that got her hooked on cocaine and prostitution. But
let's not try to think or try not to, perceive Jacques as anything other than a completely scummy human being.
Yeah, Jacques' disgusting.
So it's not like he didn't have it coming. So yeah. But what's your rating?
I'm going to give this one. Let's see. What am I going to give this one? I'm going to give this one 9 out of 10 coconuts.
Okay.
And it gets a 9 instead of a 10 because it makes us wait.
Well, I have to see. That's why I kind of give it a 10 here because
it
was a great,
excellent cliffhanger.
The memory of that frustration I felt watching that cliffhanger for the first time, and just everything's great in this. I mean, you've got Andy shooting Jacques dying, so that's points right there for Jacques dying. Yep. And this great cliffhanger with Audrey, and it's just lots of good stuff. So.
Yeah, that's true. Well, the thing about the cliffhanger with Audrey is that I just know that doesn't end well, and it's just really sad and gross.
Right.
So.
But, it is. But thankfully, that didn't go anywhere. But,
it gets worse for Audrey, but not because of this.
Right. Unfortunately, this is not the worst thing that ever happened to Audrey.
Yes, but but she comes out of it.
Yeah. She survives this, at least.
Yeah, if I got to wake up to Billy Zane, I might go in a heroin coma. That's what your reward is.
But then he's just gonna fly off and leave you.
Yeah, but it's his jet.
You're totally worth it.
Thank God for that.
I'll take the one night stand. No.
Seriously, with the Colonel Sanders,
with John Justice Wheeler. We still never quite figure out how Leland, how Benjamin Horne knew him. I don't know. He's a mystery. I think he said. I think he said he knew his dad. If I remember,
no, they had done business together somehow. So it's like, that's why I thought that John Justice Wheeler was going to be shady because he had business with Ben.
Well, maybe we'll learn together when we get around to those episodes.
Yes, we will remember
the John Justice Wheeler saga.
The John Justice Wheeler saga. So much better than the James Hurley saga.
By far.
Yeah.
By about 1 billion.
Well, the James Hurley saga is that typical, you're just doing the wrong thing and it's going to bite you in the ass. Right. And I don't feel bad for you.
And everybody with common sense, a lick of common sense, would totally see it coming a mile away.
Seriously.
So, we don't feel sorry for you because you're too stupid to figure this out.
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty much. But we'll get there eventually, kids.
We'll get there. We'll figure this out.
Yeah. So again, I hope everybody enjoyed this. I know I did. And so the question is, do we continue with season 2, or do we talk about something else in the meantime?
I don't know. I'm loving this. I could continue with season 2.
All right, let's just continue with season 2 then, because
I think that'd be great.
So that would mean next time on Ghostwood, we were going to discuss May the Giant Be With You.
May the Giant be with you, and also with your spirit. So we're going to have a little bit of a waiting period to a little cliffhanger.
Yes.
Because I will be away for a couple of weeks.
Right. So kind of treat Zan's absence as we take a little bit of a break for her trip. That it's like a little microcosm of the agony I went through between the season 1 cliffhanger and the season 2 premiere.
Yeah, pretend that 2 weeks is like 4 months.
Yeah. It will feel like 4 months because, hey, you're waiting for us to get back and start talking more Twin Peaks, right? So
exactly.
Right? Just check.
Right.
All right. So everybody, if you want to get a hold of us in the meantime, you want to drop us a line, let us know what you think of all the episodes we watched here in Season 1, or your thoughts on the upcoming Season 2 premiere. Drop us a line, if you would. You can email us. Do the email at Ghostwood.
The
email. Ghostwoodpodcast@gmail.com. The
Gmail.
We'd love to hear from you there at ghostwoodpodcast@gmail.com. Or you reach us on the Twitter at Ghostwoodcast. We'd love to have you like and follow us there. And please like us on the Facebook at Ghostwood, the Twin Peaks Podcast. Getting a couple likes there every week, and definitely appreciate that.
Likes, y'all.
Yep. And anytime we have new episodes, of course, we post those. I post links there in addition to my own personal page. But so we did that. And I think we're finally all caught up on episodes again, so fingers crossed this won't take too long to get out.
Yep, I think we're good.
Yep, so that's cool. And then as for me, I'm at Charles Skaggs on the Instagram, at Charles Skaggs on the Twitter, Google Plus for you crazy kids on the Google Plus. Shout out to my Fandom Zone podcast partner, Karen Lindsay, who is going through kidney stone surgery. Apparently.
Get well soon.
Yeah,
it's painful.
Yeah, I had a kidney stone like a few years ago that had to be surgically removed. So I feels you because they suck.
That's terrible.
And as I warned Karen, get ready to start cutting back on your caffeine and start drinking lots more water. So,
is that what does it?
That is the key, yes. Because it basically flushes out your system more because caffeine is bad. Okay. And water good.
It's diuretic.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a diuretic, so that'll do it.
So that helps prevent those kidney stones.
Nice.
Little safety tip for you, kids. And
get well soon, Karen.
Yeah, please get well.
That's awful.
And then of course my blog at Geeky Things. I got to always talk about this. Damn good coffee and hot. Damn good coffee and hot. Where I talk about all the things we talk about here on Ghostwood or Twin Peaks in general, or comic book sci-fi news, or news of my other podcasts for the Southgate Media Group, including the award-winning Next Stop Everywhere, the Doctor Who podcast they do with Jesse Jackson, or Titan Talk, the Titans podcast that I also do with Jesse Jackson, both of which have new seasons coming up in October, around New Doctor Who on October 7th. The Jodie Whittaker era begins. So that's going to be a lot of fun to talk about. And hopefully Karen will be able to join us as she's going to be, at least we're planning on her joining us as a regular for the Jodie Whittaker era. Or Titan Talk, where we talk about the Titans, new show on the DC Universe streaming service, which that also starts later that same week. So yours truly is going to be very busy with new episodes.
I guess so.
So yeah, because we're going to be recording those, of course, on a weekly basis. And then my other podcast, I think, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I have to count all my podcasts because, so many. I think that'll do it. Oh, the Phantom Zone podcast that I do with Karen, but unfortunately, because, hey, she has kidney stones, we're obviously on hiatus right now. So
you're on kidney stone hiatus.
Hopefully, we're supposed to be recording our 150th episode for that. So
what?
Yeah, 150. So we're going to have a very special episode hopefully coming up, but like I said, we have to wait for Karen to get all nice and healthy. So because people first, podcast second. So
this is true.
Podcasts are great, but people matter more. So
podcasts are just dead air without people.
Generally, they'd be very dull to listen to without the people that actually record them.
White noise. Just get a white noise. Get one of those free white noise apps.
One of those ambient noise things. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all you need.
Yep. I'm sure like Twin Peaks has plenty of that ambient noise.
It does.
That you can listen to.
Well, with the Blu-rays, you just put on the menu and it's just wind
or like the waterfall. Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
Good to go.
The limited event series is really good for that. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And how about you, Zan? Where can they find you on the interwebs?
Well, I am on the Instagram and the Twitters as Udinax19.
Yeah, and you're awesome on that, by the way.
I thank you very much. And I'm going to try and be remembering to post more photos in those places as well while I'm gone.
Yeah, my wife Lori is definitely requesting some photos from you.
Yeah, we got our itinerary, and we're not quite sure how that's going to work. So, but we're going to be. We'll figure that out. If even if it's not something that they set up before we got there, and we have to set it up ourselves, we're gonna. So, yeah.
Had to go for the dramatic Sting music.
Oh yeah, so that should be cool. And then I'm on Facebook as Zan Sprouse.
Cool.
Yeah, I have a Google Plus, but I seriously have not looked at that thing in like a year.
Well, I only use it to share, like my blog posts and stuff. So I'm not that active, but apparently somehow I gained 127 followers on it.
Excellent.
Just by sharing my stuff. So
sweet.
So I'm not discounting all of you that follow me on Google Plus. So thanks. That's why I always try to thank everybody for doing so.
Yeah, that's awesome.
All you cool kids out there.
That's where
the crazy kids on the Google Plus.
The Google Plus before it was cool.
Yeah, exactly. So, so we're going to take a little break. Not sure. We'll see when Zan is back. And
I will be back. We usually record on Thursday nights.
Right.
And I will be back on the 27th, I think.
Okay, so a few weeks then.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'll be back by the 27th.
Okay,
for sure.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, like if you need some more time, that's cool.
Well, I get back. I leave on the 11th.
Right.
And I'm back around the 22nd.
Okay.
So yeah, I should be back.
I mean, so we'll be back around that time, somewhere around there.
Heck yeah, we will.
Yeah, and hopefully posted shortly. So fingers crossed, everybody. And we'll be back for season 2. May the Giant be with you. It's a good
and also with your spirit.
And at the beginning, it's a very frustrating one. So. Strap yourselves in, kids. We're going to be having a fun ride with that.
Yeah, you're going to You're going to hear me going, "Oh my God, just come on!"
Yeah. Just 2 words of warning: old waiter. Just saying.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yep. Old waiter.
Old waiter. So.
Yeah.
That milk will cool on you.
Cool on you.
Yeah. So.
What are you doing down there? I don't know, just bleeding through my abdomen. I don't know. You tell me.
Okay.
God. My husband just sent me a text with a little image that talks about that there's going to be 4 exclusive Funkos to this convention we're going to.
Really?
Yeah.
Anything cool?
No, it's a mystery. It's like a little dude in a
mystery Funkos.
He's like a little white silhouette with a little question mark in the middle of his face. So
interesting, intriguing.
We shall see.
If there's any Twin Peaks Funkos that are exclusive,
so getting those.
You gonna hook me up?
Heck yeah!
Oh, you're the best.
Heck yeah!
You're the bestest.
Do you have to have them in a box?
Preferably, but I don't have to because I take them out and showcase them. But
yeah,
but I do keep the boxes. But it's not.
Okay,
but
it's way easier to get back home.
I get it. It's not a deal breaker if there's no box.
Okay.
It's just preferred. That's all. But don't.
I understand.
Yeah, it's not like a mandatory thing.
Gotcha.
I'm not that bad about it.
That works.
So,
okay.
So if that makes it easier, so be it. I'm cool with it.
That does. That makes it a little bit easier.
All right. Cool. So.
Yep.
All right. So everybody, thanks again for listening, and we will see you next time right here as we talk about everything else to avoid ending the show. Right here on Ghostwood, the Twin Peaks podcast. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.